I'm Barbie, and I'm going to show you how to sew on a 2-hole button. I use regular. If you have just regular standard thread, I like to double it up so that I'm actually using 4 strands of thread at the same time. So I'll pull off about a yard of thread, and then I take both ends and I will put both of them through the eye of the needle. Now I'm going to knot it. I knot all the ends together, and that gives me 4 strands of thread to sew on the button, which makes it stronger and really quick to sew on. I'm going to trim the threads close to the knot and use possibly some scissors that work. And I've got my button placement mark there. I'm going to fold the fabric on my mark, and when I go through, I'm going to line up the bottom of one of the holes with my fold, and so as I take a stitch, I'm going through one of the holes. And because I've got 4 strands here, I only need to take about 2 stitches through the button, and that is strong enough to hold on your button. You don't want to over sew it, because then if your button pops off again, it'll rip a hole in your fabric instead of just breaking the threads. Then all buttons need a shank, and the shank will help. It separates the button from the fabric, and it allows the buttonhole to sit nicely in between. And as an added bonus, it helps protect the thread here. So just wrap your thread around the bottom of your button, around the threads in the buttonhole, and then just take a couple of tiny stitches into the fold of your fabric, and that secures your thread. And then you can just slide your needle between your 2 layers of fabric and cut off your thread. And now your button is sewn on nicely, and it is very sturdy.